Sandra saying you did when you were looking for local investors, because I know I've used it before when I've been looking for expat investors, because I recently did a webinar, tax webinar, wanted to find lots of expats, and I used the Boolean searches to hook up with more expats to invite them to that webinar.
Yeah, so I used mine to find local letting agents and estate agents in Stoke-on-Trent, and then I also used it to find local property investors who are our clients for our construction company, and it was incredibly effective, and my SSI score shot through the roof. So I went from 54 one week to 70 about 3 weeks later.
So was it on that bit about building relationships? Because that would have probably made you more proactive in looking for people to connect with on LinkedIn.
Yeah, so it helped me grow my network from 400 when we had that call with Sam to now, I think over 1,000. But they were all relevant people to my network. So they were fellow architects, fellow investors, and it helps that I do many different things so I can approach many different people. But it seemed to make me more discoverable. So I got a lot more requests in return. So it seems to all be a cycle. But I sent a personalized message to every single person. I copy pasted it and changed the name, but I made sure everybody got a message.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard to tell, isn't it? Because as people link up with you, it might, or accept your invitation, that might take a period of 4 weeks before, because not everybody uses LinkedIn at the same frequency level. But yeah, I'm sure that would shoot up your acceptance level as well to sort of 70–80% when you send personalized messages.
Yeah, and then I've asked my VA to help me keep that communication going. So if someone sends a question that she knows the answer to, she'll respond. And we've started sending birthday messages to everybody in our network. So my VA deals with that. So that really helps with the engagement. And sometimes it sparks a conversation with people that I haven't spoken to in years or new contacts.
That's a nice touch. Anyone else on Boolean or searches?
I love the fact you can save those searches. I didn't know that, Louise, so that's really helpful.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I wondered with that, I'm quite sporadic. It's if I have a spare half an hour, I'll remember to do the Boolean search, but then people might accept and I forget who I've actually looked out for, as opposed to, you know, all the requests that come through. Is there a way of sorting through in your connections, like even most recent, or
the most recent ones tend to sit on top. When I, for example, if I've been to an event or on a webinar and I've connected up with some people, I would tend to sort of keep a check of who it is that I've invited, just to see, you know, what works well and what doesn't, and maybe refer back to a week or so later. And I know that response levels are a lot higher when there's some personalization and some relevance to the invite. So apart from manually doing that, I don't know if anyone else has got a better method, but mine's quite manual.
Yeah, the personalized message helps you remember why you contacted them in the first place. If you said, you know, it was a pleasure to meet you at the event last night, then you'll know, even if it's a week later, why you contacted them.
Yeah, I have had people accept invite requests like 2–3 months down the line, and I've completely forgotten about something. I was, oh my goodness, that was from that event. So yes, it does, because it stays in the messaging, doesn't it? So whenever you're messaging those people again next time around. And my understanding is also, if you have a second or third messaging going backwards and forwards after they connect, then your content is more likely to show up in their feed. So that's something that I've read as well. So it enforces that building relationships and getting your profile and content out there.